What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. How are you guys doing today? We've got, let's see who we've got here. We've got Kyle, Bryant, Hamza, and Mid, Emmanuel1231, DJ Smith, Matthew Bowen, PC13, Shark, King Shark, the Fortnite Master, Dark Litton, welcome. Epic Noob, how's it going? Alan, Nick M, welcome to the stream. Vanillix, Timmy the Turtle, how's it going, everyone? How are you guys doing today? Let's go ahead and get this underway, guys. Again, sorry for yesterday ending abruptly like it did. That was really, really weird. If you saw either the comment I posted, Tony, or the comment I posted at the end of the stream, Tony mentioned it before the stream like officially ended, and I also made a comment on Discord as well. The internet, like, or not the internet, the power flickered here, and while my computer stayed up, kind of, the internet died. Like, the routers were taking way too long to get back up and stuff, so it was really, really hard to get the stream going again. It took like 30 minutes before I had Wi-Fi back. So yeah, that's what happened there. Very unexpected, but we are all good. We are all good. What's up, Greg? Welcome to the stream. Can't wait to see that shiny Thunder Kitty. I'm hoping it can shine today. I'm really, really hopeful that it can shine today. I had to adjust the monitor that my webcam's sitting on. No, yeah, it'd be awesome if we could get it today. We'll just have to see if that happens, though. What about it? Well, like, because it happened. Apologies for it happening and, you know, whatnot. Like I posted that little video on Discord, and it's like, it flickered. Like, you saw that, like, it flickered, and by the time, like, my computer even reacted, it was already done. But it was just enough that, like, it wasn't like a fuse down here or something, because our router's on a different circuit, and it's upstairs and all that. And yeah, it went down, and it took like a solid 15-30 minutes for us to get, like, for it to figure stuff out and get the internet back and all that. So, like, you could connect to the Wi-Fi and stuff, but it just didn't have internet connection. So that's the unfortunate situation we had there. Let's get this shiny cat. I hope we can get it today, Dark Litton. I hope we can get it today. The video was interesting. Now, it was a very weird thing, and I'm impressed my computer stayed up, because a lot of that flickering and the, like, cutting was my monitors were turning on and off, because they, like, drained any little bit of power they had inside them when it went out instantly. So now my computer stayed up, which was impressive. Otherwise, I would have lost the entire stream's footage, which thankfully wasn't much of a need for, aside from that little, hey, that was interesting thing. Did you hear about the leaks of the new titles for the Switch? No, I don't really follow leaks, because so much has already been leaked like 5 or 6 times, and it hasn't been right. So I'd rather just kind of focus on when Game Freak officially announces stuff, personally. I'll give you some hashtag shiny luck. I appreciate it, Dark Litton. I appreciate it. Hopefully it comes in use today. Do you have Razor Fang? I do not. I do not have one. Did my stream cut off yesterday? Yes, Spatial Palkia, it did. I had a power outage. Like, it flickered for a second. It wasn't like power was gone for, you know, hours or anything. It was like, it flickered long enough for, like, the lights to turn off and my computer to freak out and for the router to freak out. So the router freaked out and I could not get internet back on my computer for, like, 30 minutes or so. Unfortunately. If it had been like, oh, it flickered and I just had to, like, restart the stream, that's whatever. That's whatever, you know, it picks up and it keeps going. But this was like, there wasn't anything I could do because it had already done the turning it back off, or turning it off and back on again thing itself. There's more evidence recently leading me to get Electric Yellow. I still don't think we're gonna just get like a random Kanto remake as the first game on the Switch. That's not, that would, I feel like, be such a bad idea. Personally, but again, I'm not a Game Freak employee, so I have no clue what's going on. I don't know, you know, maybe it's a good idea, and I'm just unaware of something in their whole business and whatnot. Need help on Thundurus? Well, good luck, Palkia. I hope you get Thundurus soon, dude. What's up, X-Rider? Welcome to the stream. Please shine today, Raikou and/or Charmander. I know, I just want one of them. I just want one of them. Either one of them. Usually when the power goes out, it's when it's badly storming or really hot out. They're also doing construction around here. So I don't know. It easily as well could have been a refrigerator kicking on. And like I was actually kind of thinking at first when it happened, it was a refrigerator kicking on in the basement. But I'm kind of not thinking that now, seeing as like stuff upstairs went out too, and that's on a completely different breaker and all that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what caused it, but there's a few reasons. Yeah. So unfortunately, it wasn't like, it's not like the power went out, it just flickered. So what do you have to do to get mod? Generally being frank and not asking for it. But that's not like anything like, nah. But basically the people who constantly ask for it are generally the people who aren't the ones who really need to be mods. I don't know. Nothing against you, not saying you're like that. Just when a lot of people ask, can I have mod versus a what do I need to do to get it type of deal. But personally, I generally like only pick mods as I need them. So like the streams haven't really been hectic for the past while, and we have 5 mods currently. So as it stands, most of them just kind of are doing their own thing, but if I like need another mod, I can be like, hey, and they'll show up. So right now it's just a matter of I don't really need any. Aside from that, it's being the right place at the right time of like, I trust you while you're in a stream that is getting completely overwhelmed and there's no other way for me to get a mod in there or something. What's up, Trixie Tail, sweetheart? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You like your live streams that much? Well, I'm glad to hear that. It's a little more, but that's okay. That's okay. What's up, Hannah Cook? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're popping in and out. You're dealing with personal stuff. That's all good, man. That's all good. Guys, I hope today can be the day though for either of them. You know, as much as I want it to be Charmander, I really do, because that'd be amazing to finally get that one and be able to move on, do some emerald hunts. I could go for a Raikou as well. Yeah, Emmanuel. That's like, it's basically like, mod really isn't like some special position where like, you know, you get it just as like a reward or something. It's essentially a job. it's a job at the end of the day. What's up, Mike F? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I remember we went into that whole thing about like moderating is a lot of work when Mel got added. Like we just kind of went on, just like, oh no, do I really want to be this? What's up, Leopard Kid 13? Welcome to the stream. You've been hunting a shiny Groudon for 2 days now. Well, good luck. Good luck. I hope you find it soon. Groudon's a great shiny. You were hunting for shiny Latias in the Soul Silver event. Were you able to get that one? You're on to your next shiny? Alright. Alright. Good luck, man. Oh yeah, you give your brother one shot at it and he actually found it. Ooh. Ooh. The timing there. Prepare your mons in case Pokebank shuts down. I don't think Pokebank's gonna shut down. Obviously, Pokemon's still big enough that Pokemon Bank can sustain itself, I would say, as well as even if it wasn't somehow currently, it would very much so be as soon as the Switch stuff comes out. People are gonna want to trade up to Gen 8. Got out all the important ones. I mean, I tend to use Pokemon Bank just to transfer stuff. Like, I know it's definitely safer, I feel, to keep stuff in Pokemon Bank, and they would definitely be like, hey guys, we're shutting this down before they did it, but, I still keep all my stuff on cartridges. I just use Pokemon Bank as I need to transfer things in bulk to another game, like, in the realms of hundreds at a time type of deal. Not because, like, I don't know, I just like keeping them in the game. I like being able to... I like having them in the game, I don't know why. But, yeah, so, like, the only times I really use Pokemon Bank is when I'm completing a Pokedex, and it's like, I need to move every Pokemon I've caught in this game to that other one. And I can sit here and trade between the two of them for 5 hours, or I can take 10 minutes and move like 13 boxes of Pokemon up and then 13 boxes of Pokemon down. What's up, Rose Girl? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You were watching stream archives yesterday. Cool. What is up? What is up, Platinum Hunter? Welcome to the stream. What's my favorite shiny? My favorite shiny is Milotic. Just all around favorite Pokemon, or not favorite Pokemon, favorite shiny Pokemon. It's already one of my top Pokemon anyways though, just in the original design because of how like rare and like cool it is, and I'm a Gen 3 fanboy for sure. And like, you know, it's got like the rarity of how you find Feebas, it's like really unique in how you evolve it, it's just a great design, all that kind of stuff. And then the shiny just makes it look even better. So it's like all the things leading up to a good Pokemon and then a good shiny on top of that. What's up, Squishy Lad? Welcome to the stream. I don't have Pokemon Bank, like Leodazilla's had at Switch. Yeah, no, I have a feeling it's just gonna be like, they make the app for the Switch as well. And either your subscription's just grandfathered in and you keep both, or there's just a little bit of overlap and you can trade all your stuff, basically transfer your stuff from the bank on the 3DS to the Switch, and then it's, you know, Gen 8 compatible. Have to get this shiny. I hope you get it soon, Leopard Kid. My next shiny is going to be Onyx. Alright, well, good luck, Mike. I hope you find it soon. Have finals next week. Well, hey, I guess just like a week and a half and you're done then, man. Oh, you found the stream you're in. Nice. Nice, dude. What's up, Julian today? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? That could be evidence that it does exist on the Switch. What do you mean? Like if Pokemon Bank exists on the Switch? It's gonna be, I guarantee you that's gonna end up being the same situation as, it's going to be a very, very similar situation, I feel, to, when Gen 7 was made, where it won't be compatible yet for a little bit, so, you know, people are kind of incentivized to complete the decks, like, by completing the game, versus just trade all your Pokemon in and suddenly have this beast team, stuff like that. I have a feeling Pokemon Bank for the Switch, like, as a application on the Switch, will come after Gen 8 is initially released. I finished college around 2 weeks ago. It was on the 4th. Nice! Nice. I finished my third year. I want to say also, yeah, like, that week, first week of May was all my finals and stuff. It was a hectic week. Watched hours of archives when you got home. Dude, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. Are you doing a Time Warp run on your games? They updated it. Nice. Cool. What Pokemon do you think you will get as shiny in your fossils? Which ones are you hunting as fossils? Like, are you hunting all of them? It was Treecko Day 23 or 24. That sounds about right. That would sound about right, yeah. Because it was still a while of hunting in the apartment where all that stuff went down, or where we actually found it and stuff. So yeah, that sounds about right. Charmander 8800, please. That'd be great. That would be great if that could happen. You need to pick Hatching for Amora and Tyrant X and Y, but you have 3 main hunts you want to finish: Gen 2, Eevee, Budu, and Diamond and Pearl, and Cottony, and Petaloo on Black and White. So many hunts going on, so many choices. There's a tornado watching your state. Oh, well, I hope you're safe and all that. Obviously, it's just a watch at the moment, but hopefully it doesn't get worse. Heard a lot of familiar names in the archives, like Ceci, Hyptic, Soul, a lot of old viewers. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of people, like, if you go back to the older streams, like, they were there for a good while. You haven't seen them around as much recently. A lot of those definitely happened around the time that the stream kind of, like, went to a different platform for a week. As well as just, in general, another big one was end of summer and stuff. It was really hard. And that happened to happen right around the same time as all the YouTube shenanigans, so it was really, like, that was definitely a week where, like, the audience shifted. For sure. Really random fact, but you met the voice of Brock and Entei. That's cool. That's really cool. So, guys, it'd be awesome if they came back at some point. You know, occasionally, like, older viewers do stop by, and it's awesome. It's awesome when I remember them. I feel bad when I don't, because it has happened a couple times. Hope they come back. I mean, maybe over the summer. Maybe. I know there are a lot of viewers from, like, the summer that would be cool to see pop around again. What happened yesterday? The stream just ended. My power went out. Like, I lost power for a few minutes. Basically, or not, like, I didn't lose power for a while, but, like, the power flickered. So, like, all the electronics shut off. For the most part, including the router and internet and stuff. And it took the internet about 30 minutes to come back, so by that point the stream had kind of died and ended. Probably the oldest viewer here right now. I wouldn't be surprised, no. I mean, there's Natsu. Natsu still comes around a good bit. When he can. You're going to work on getting the Shiny Charm in both Ultra games this week. Probably a good idea. Oh, I don't think meant by, like, age, like, view time. Never mind. No, you good, you good. Alright, here we go. Charmander on 8,800. Will it be the case? What's up, 22EO22? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? This is going to be shiny, hopefully. That'd be awesome if it could be. Last week, you believe your internet went out for literally the rest of the day around the afternoon. Had to wait till 10 or 11 for it to come back on the next day. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Like, and yeah, that could just happen. At least for me, it wasn't like the internet got, like, killed or anything. It was just the power went out, and because the router turned off when it tried turning back on, it takes a while for it to, like, get the connection set up and get talking again and all that. And so yeah, it was like the Wi-Fi was on in the house, but the Wi-Fi had no, like, connection. What's up, Bass Boy? Welcome to the stream. You're doing fine. That's good to hear. And yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hoping to get one of these shinies today would be fantastic if it could happen. Hopefully it's Charmander. Honestly, both of them are over odds at this point, but because I didn't get the shiny charm for Raikou until, like, encounter 5,000, I'm more okay with it taking a few more encounters. Hopefully by 6,000. But Charmander here, on the other hand, is just over odds objectively. There's no way we've really mixed it up at all recently, so it's just a matter of Charmander shining soon, hopefully sooner rather than later. Probably about like an 80-ish, 85% chance of having seen it by now. So hopefully it shines soon. What's up, PokeFan15? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You're going to your concert later. Cool, man. Cool. I hope that's fun. So remember when we first started Charmander, you were here for that. Yeah, like, that was a while ago. That was a while ago, like August. Hopefully we can finally put this hunt to rest soon. Charmander at 8888, maybe? Maybe. You just want a number with a lot of 8s in it, don't you? No, we'll see. It could happen. It could happen. We should get to that one today, theoretically. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see what ends up happening with it. As long as it's before 10,000. 10,000's really my, like, ultimate cutoff of if it goes to that, that's way too long. Still can't believe you've been here since like mid-September, beginning of September. No, yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while. Because you were here definitely before mid-September. Definitely, because mid-September is when, like, September 12th, I think, is the day that, like, it went down. If I'm not mistaken, that is the day that the whole channel got taken down. And then it was like a week later that it came back. And you were definitely here well before that happened. This weekend, you're going to your little half-brother's birthday party, and Sunday night, your mom's sister and you are going to see Impractical Jokers live. So hopefully Eevee will be bluish-silver by then. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Hope that birthday party and Impractical Jokers and all that's fun. Now, I would love to get these very, very soon. Hopefully it doesn't take us too terribly long to find them. But at this point, yeah, both are over odds. Would love to get them by the weekend. If I could get them by the weekend, it would be awesome. Remember first being greeted here. That was a while back. I remember those streams. Those were much crazier than we got now as far as streams go. Yeah, that was still back when we were at, you know, what, like 45-ish viewers generally concurrent. Then the real hecticness that was like the last two Treecko streams before we found it, where we had like 80 people in there the whole time. It was awesome. Welcome to the stream. Indeed, indeed, man. I'm glad you've stuck around as long as you have. It is really cool. It is really cool having like people who've been around for that long. Used to be hype, and yeah, like, legitimately, so hype. It'd be awesome if we could, like, have some streams get back to that. The last one to, like, hit those kind of numbers was what? That was, like, Poipole, the first Poipole hunt? We got up to almost 90 at one point, I think, or I might be thinking of the last Treecko hunt. We got up to, like, we got up into the 80s with Poipole at one point. That was one of those streams where I mentioned earlier where it's like, if the mods aren't here, I have to be like, yo, guys, where you be? That was definitely one of them where I posted in, like, the mod chat on Discord, like, hey, someone, there's, like, a 50-to-1 ratio of people who can moderate. Full-time fan. Dude, I'm glad to hear it, man. I'm glad to hear it. Recall Tony becoming mod 2. Yeah, that was like, again, the same kind of situation where it's like that was the one weekend where I knew none of the mods, like Indy, Brad, and Queen, none of them could show up, and I knew Tony was mod in other streams I'd watched, so I was like, you know what, this is a good person to add. OP Gamer, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Still no Raikou. Yep, still no Raikou, but we do finally have the charm. We're about 300 encounters into Raikou with charm. So hopefully, it shines soon now that we have that. My prediction, if Entei and Lugia are anything to go off of, is somewhere around 6,000. Just because that'll have been about 700-ish since we got the... sorry guys. Since we had gotten the charm. So that's kind of my prediction there. What's up, Louis Saul, Shiny Hunter, Delta, Ninja Jace, and Cole Symington? Welcome to the stream, guys. Imagine if you get shiny on the next off reset. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. But hey, at some point that's got to be the case, right? Like if we're gonna get it, there's got to be a soft reset that happens right before it. So you never know. Now could be that moment. Now could very well be that moment. Unfortunately, it wasn't for Raikou, but it might be for Charmander. Who knows? You're getting Pokemon Sun and Moon? That's awesome. That's awesome cool. What's up, Mariah Evitz? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Sorry, I keep shaking the camera, guys. I'm like, this desk is still not my permanent desk. It's still just a folding table that I keep slamming my knees into, which is not very fun. So you can Wonder Trade in GTS? That's great. That's great. Let it shine. I want to. I'm letting it. It's just not taking the opportunity. I've given them thousands of opportunities to shine at this point, and they're still holding out. They're just a little shy, I guess. I remember when you called the Shiny Mewtwo on 10 soft resets. I do remember, yeah, you called it like that it would happen very, very early in the stream, and it happened, what, like 12 in or something? That was insane when that one happened. That was crazy, and then I think it was, what, John, Smeargle Squad now, he called to the number. What was it, Fomantis happening, which was kind of awesome. 8811 for Charmander. We'll see, Julian. We'll see. It's happening right now. Can you call the time you're going to get a shiny Groudon? How many encounters in are you before I guess a number that's already happened? If you have the shiny charm, I'm going to say around like 1100. If you don't, I'm going to say 2500. Somewhere around that. Those are my two guesses, unless you're already past either of those. Call back-to-back shinies would be awesome. That would be great. I would be a very, very happy person if I could somehow get them that ridiculously quickly. Have an SOS on I could do during the break. What's that one, man? What's that? I'll have to figure out like what the plan is as far as those go. As well as during the break, we'll also be doing some like just Gen 3 hunting, stuff like that. Mix it up some. How do you react if you accidentally soft reset over Shiny Raikou? I would be in disbelief and would be very not happy. I have, like, fortunately, like, knock on wood, not really reset over or KO'd any important shinies, if that makes sense. Like, I've KO'd an uncatchable Zigzagoon because there's nothing else to do with it. And once we got to, like, 5 or 6 shiny Poochyenas, I kind of stopped caring if we crit or not. And I KO'd one, which was like, oh well, because I literally got an RNG clone of it again the next turn. So it wasn't a big deal then, you know? So that's really all, like, I haven't had, like, a big fail yet. And I want to avoid that. It would be terrible if it happened. I'm terrified that Charmander's gonna be that, though. Like, Charmander's the one I have a feeling is more likely to be the KO failure. Yo, are we getting raided? What is up, Raiders? Welcome to the stream. Taiwan raid. Majestic Taiwan. How's it going, man? How is your Charmander stream, dude? Were you able to get it, or are you still like me trying to find it, man? Welcome to the stream, Raiders. Thank you all for coming. If you like the stream, like it. If you want to stick around and see more, feel free to subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. And again, Taiwan, dude, thank you for that raid, and thank you for everyone coming along with them. Rowlet is in the chat. What's up, Screaming Rowlet? Welcome to the stream. It's really good you're still looking for it. Well, I hope you get it soon, man. I hope you get it soon. Hope you get it before you get as high up in the encounters as I am, though. Like, at this point, I am over odds and all that, so I hope you don't have to deal with that. So, what is up? Cam, Zoil, Dolphinaze, who else? Moonford, welcome to the stream, guys, as well as anyone who I didn't read the name of. The names go by really quickly, and when you're in the creator studio, you don't get a full screen to chat, unfortunately. I'm doing well, Dolphinaze. How are you doing? Super Cello, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Kishi the Mod, Shadow Wolf SD, welcome to the stream, guys. Plot twist, you've been here the whole time. Just kidding. I mean, I've been like that. There have been streams where I'll just pop in, I won't say a single word, and then like I just have something to add to the conversation, and that's it. And it's like, I've been here for like an hour already, but sure, now I'll say my 2 cents. You're hunting for shiny Polykia. Well, good luck, Dolphin Ozzy. Need for TV, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Good luck for Polykia, indeed, indeed. Trying to chase your college down so you can get registered for fall semester. Keep getting the blasted answering machine. Ah, the struggle, the struggle. I fortunately never had to go through any like ridiculous like cat and mouse kind of process like that. My friend did though. He ended up actually just changing schools because he'd never get hold of like the like administration of his college. So he changed to a different university just to like be like, screw this. It wasn't working. He was getting behind because they legitimately weren't, like, he could not get in contact with them to get, like, on track again. So he's like, nah, it wasn't worth it, so he transferred to a different place. So, I haven't personally dealt with the struggle, but I've seen someone deal with it, so I hope it all works out for you. Are you always screaming, or do you take breaks? You never stop screaming, always screaming. I mean, understandable. It looks very, very frustrated with whatever's going on. Not even to sleep. Screaming while he sleeps. Just puts in his earplugs and just screams through the night. Flying Crystal. Alright, Shadow Wolf. I hope you're having fun with it. You're hunting for Kyurem for a while. I hope you find it soon, Luis. You poor soul. I don't know, that's still gotta be like one of my favorites. It still has to be one of my favorite, like, avatars. Or just pictures in general. It's like my favorite Rowlet picture for whatever reason. I don't know, it's so ridiculous, and it has a Rowlet in it, so I just can't not like it. Can't get your course anywhere else as far as you know, so that's really unfortunate. I hope all that gets sorted out, Mariah. Nut Silver, your brother's playing Crystal. Keep messing up. That's all good, John Wolf. That's all good. Still hope you're enjoying it. Every time you watch your streams, you keep forgetting to comment. That's all good, Emmanuel. That's all good, man. That's all good. Like I said, I don't really comment a lot on other streams. I totally understand people who are just kind of there to have it on more as background noise and stuff. Why do you scream? Why do you not? Why not? Exactly. Exactly. Next to Eevee, you really need to finish your Budu hunts. It's been going on for so long. Half tempted after you two shiny Eevee from that. I mean, hey, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like once you get the Eevee, you may as well move on to something else. And you have a plan there. That's all good. What's up, Shiny Rowlet? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I mean, yeah, you've got a whole bunch of hunts. It totally makes sense. I always, especially with the streams and stuff, I'll build up a bunch. And it's always really satisfying, and, like, it's always really satisfying to, like, take that list and just knock a bunch of them out, you know? Like, fortunately now, I just have, like, the legendaries all planned as a sequence, so they're kind of like their own singular thing that's going on. I have, like, a Whismer that I still need to get. I still can't get that darn Whismer. Ultra Pikachu, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yo, are we getting raided again? What is up? Ultra Pikachu, welcome to the stream. And Mark and Ark raid. What is up? Raiders again, guys. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Mark and Ark, thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate it. Come, fellow Raiders. It is awesome. Welcome, Raiders. How are you guys doing today? How was your stream, Mark and Ark? How was the stream? Another raid. It's crazy back-to-back raids. What is up? What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys decide to stick around. If you enjoy the stream, leave a like. If you want a sub, that would be very much appreciated as well. Came here without knowing who were raiding. It's like, I've had that happen before. People are like, oh, I gotta duck out, and they go to a stream, and it just happens to be who were raiding that night. That's definitely happened before. It happened the other way yesterday again. One of our sponsors came over from a stream, and then that stream raided. It was good, man. You're grinding on your egg lock. Well, dude, I hope it's going well, man. Mark and Ark, thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate that. I hope, you have some more good streams. And again, thank you for the raid, dude. I really do appreciate that. Kishi the Mod, thank you for the sub as well. I really appreciate it. You subbed and liked. Well, Ultra Pikachu, thank you. I appreciate that. You're SOSing Zora and Ultra Moon. You're at 400 encounters and it struggled. No! Umbreon Mage, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, guys. Video title, back-to-back raids and back-to-back shinies. If that happened, we could totally do it, but... See, there we go. The back-to-back raids are just a sign that we're going to get back-to-back shinies, guys. That's what it's going to mean, right? You were in both raids? You were. So much hype, I know, right? Just all the hype compounding. Maybe the hype will attract these shinies to us, guys. We gotta get them soon. We gotta both over odds. I always love double shiny hunting streams. I've been interested in doing them for a while, and finally, at the beginning of April, I was able to. Because up until that point, my like Game Boy capture card was really wonky. I finally got a whole new setup for that. So yeah, I'm hyped to be able to do this well. I was very nervous at first though, because I didn't know how much my attention would be split between the two of them. Fortunately, it's not terrible. Fortunately, like, especially doing soft reset hunts, it's not actually too bad. I'm way more nervous about Charmander though, because I only hear the sound for the Ultra games, no matter what I set the stream to. You're so sad. I totally understand that, dude. If it like struggles, that's awful. Recommendation on hunting Zora: use Worry Seed on it, and then use Harvest Luck Berry Trick. Oh, interesting. I'm just walking around yelling, "No!" Alright, let's go ahead and reset that. I keep hitting A an extra time on Charmander. You're guessing on 58-14 we'll find Raikou. Maybe. I did to go sadly, but I hope you enjoyed the raid. Yeah, man, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. I really do appreciate that. I'm glad your stream went well. Peace out. See you another stream. Yeah, dude. See you later, man. See you later. Animal policy is a relatively new course and field. As far as you know, the community college you attend is the only one with the course right now. Yeah, I get that, Mariah. I get that. And it's like, I have friends, you know, also not doing that, but like doing other things that are very specific. So yeah, that's kind of a situation you end up in. Fortunately, like I said, with my friend who was trying to chase administration around, it's a really widespread major. It's comp sci, so like he's just able to kind of move to a different school and be fine and pick it up. But I can see that. I hope you're able to get all that sorted out, Mariah. Just imagine if West raids us. That would triple raids. That'd be crazy. I think double is the most we've had, but hey, it was awesome. It's awesome no matter what. A single raid's fine too. I'm just glad to always meet new people in these streams and stuff. What happened yesterday? As far as the stream goes, my power flickered, like, I posted a little video of it on Discord just because, like, my computer managed to stay on while the power went out for, like the power flickered, like, the lights just went down for, like, half a second and came back up. But it was enough for my monitors to freak out, and it turned the router off. So when the router turned back on, it was, like, it took, like, 15 minutes for it to figure out how to connect to the internet again. So that was a loss as far as, like, the stream goes, because my computer was still up and it was still recording and all that. OBS freaked out a bit because the monitors turned off, but overall, like, it would have been fine to keep going if the internet had turned back on quick enough. Like, the modem came back up quick, I had Wi-Fi again, but I didn't have an internet connection, so that kind of killed the stream. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. The only thing that could have possibly been around here is, like, the mini fridge in the corner kicking on. But I unplugged that just to be safe for today, and I'm gonna, like, do some tests to see if, like, that causes another outage. If I, like, leave all of the stream setup going, or all the stuff that was on during the stream yesterday on, and, like, if it does it again, then I know it's something here. But I think it was just some weird little, happens every once in a while power outage deal. You're back. Welcome back, Trickster Tail. The Nosferatu. Nosferatu flicker the lights. maybe. I don't know, yeah, but like I said, I did post it on Discord, and it is kind of interesting. Like, you see the lights flicker, and then the stream kind of cuts because the monitors are freaking out, and OBS is freaking out. And the thing is, I record those videos in MP4 as opposed to, like, OBS recommending, like, FLV and stuff, because MP4 is easier to play back and, like, edit and stuff, for me, at least. But, like, those have a, like, warning in OBS of, like, if OBS, like, gets turned off for whatever reason, if, like, the recording stops without, like, ending, the video's gone. And I'm surprised. I'm surprised it held up, especially, like, the whole computer holding up for that. Probably power surge. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much, it wasn't a surge. It wasn't a surge. It would have killed some stuff if it was, like, an actual surge. But, it was the opposite. The power dipped. It just flickered out. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Sorry about suddenly leaving. Hey, that's all good. That's all good. I totally understand having to dip out for a little bit. I mean, there's breakdown over the storm hurricane now. Hey, it's gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good, Trickster Tail. How active would I say my Discord is? Compared to most Discords I'm in, it's kind of average, but I'm also not in a lot of Discords. There's like 150 people in it, but I don't know, we just added like the Pokecord bot and stuff to it, so like that has some interactivity to it, but in general it's a lot of times it just ends up being a place I recommend you guys like join just for the sake of if I have some updates I need to post. Substitute is adorable. Substitute is a pretty cool little thing. The longest hunt for you was 10,000 something, trying to get a shiny Roselia, but sadly first of 3 shiny Saravias. Ooh. Ooh. You have to go do homework. Alright, see you later, Julianne. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. You know it's bad if your mother gets involved, so yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I know that. I know that. I hope it all gets sorted out then, Mariah. Yeah, not very active. Like, it's... But the thing is, I'm not in a lot of Discords that are very active. So for me, at least, it's not terrible. But, you know, it's not like I imagine a lot of, like, 1,000 people Discords or anything. Like I say, it's mostly for the sake of me posting updates and whatnot. You really enjoy using the Ultra Beast as Shiny Hunt. It works really well. That's cool. That's cool. I haven't really experimented with my SOS setup at all recently. I know what I have works, and I might tweak the Smeargle if it helps, but that's about it. Aside from that, it's generally either Decidueye or Smeargle just kind of doing everything. Because, I mean, it's kind of the point where if it works, you know? Had enough of the trolls that you're just reading. One of these days, you're going to wild encounter until you get the shiny you're looking for, no matter how many phases. Oh yeah, those can be rough. Like, wild, just random encountering them. At least with the pseudo method and stuff, and just breeding in general, you can guarantee at the very least that what you're hunting for is what you're going to get, as opposed to, yeah, wild encounters, you just kind of have to hope you get something you want. Is a shiny Kartana that's SOS all the time? Alright. No capes, what about no capes? Pretty good SOS hunters though. I mean, maybe, I guess like with Beast Boost and all that, yeah, they kind of become better over time even, which is kind of cool. I just prefer the fact that the Decidueye is Ghost type. Like, that's the most useful part of the Decidueye to me, is that it's a Ghost type. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, DJ Smith. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. I hope you have a nice day as well. Keeps you bad, too many accidents. Gotcha. Can't wait for Incredibles 2. I'm actually really excited about it. Even if, like, my thoughts from the trailer in that are going to be that, like, it's just, it's basically going to be the Incredibles again, but this time Mrs. Incredibles, the one that's kind of going off and doing the covert mission or whatever, and then they come and help. Like, I think that's pretty much going to be what the movie is. It's basically going to be Incredibles again, but flip the roles. around a little bit, which will be fine. It was a good movie the first time, so it can be a good movie again. Interesting, there's English text on the start screen of your copy of Leafgreen, considering it isn't an English copy. Well, I mean, it's Japanese, and the thing is, for the most part, if you go to Japan, they're able to read English. They might not understand, like, listening to the stream or reading, like, the chat here, but seeing, like... But for the most part, you know, seeing the logos and Game Freak and stuff, that's fine to be in English. Like, especially the name Game Freak and any of the legal stuff. The legal stuff's gonna be in English for the most part. That's gonna be... Because generally, if you're dealing with, like, international legal stuff, it's gonna most likely be English. Incredibles 2 hype. I'm excited for it. What's up, Nacho Games? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? But yeah, like, Game Freak, there's, like, the name. But, like, this stuff here, like, the copyright information is most likely gonna stay in English all the time. And all that kind of stuff. Like, any kind of intellectual property stuff's gonna be in English for the most part. You did not know that? Learn something new every day. Yeah, it's actually, like, pretty common outside of, like English-speaking parts of the world, especially outside of America, to know at least a basic level of another language outside of, like, I know in high school and really all of public school, or like all of grade school, I had to, like, learn Spanish or something a little bit, but it was never a lot. It was always the same thing year in, year out. Like, here's the colors and here's how to count to 10, stuff like that. And that was really about it. But, yeah, in most parts of the world, because English is so prominent, they know a little bit of English. Are you doing good? That's good to hear. It's actually the first live stream you've watched in a while. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It has been a while. How have you been doing? That can be argued at Cars too. Pixar is better at sequels than most other companies. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Cars 2 was an exception, though. Disney forced Pixar's hand heavily with Cars 2. To the point that, like... Because Cars was one of the most, like, marketable and, like, easiest movie to sell toys for. So, like, we need more. We just need... Add more characters to a movie and make it. And so Pixar made it, and it was terrible. I don't know if it was, like, just because they couldn't make a good movie with it, or because they're like, screw you, we don't, like, teach the people that force their hand a lesson of, like, let us make a movie when we feel like making it, or it's gonna be terrible. But Cars 2 was definitely one of those movies that was kind of just... It was not Pixar's... It was a Pixar movie, but Pixar didn't want to make it. Cars 3, much better. And they, like, intentionally make it where you don't even have to see Cars 2 to know any of what's going on. I never saw Cars 2. Saw Cars 3. Completely understood what was happening. They literally... They don't even reference it, like, at all. It's as if it never happened. Speak English and some German, that's pretty cool. You didn't like Cars 3? Interesting. I like Cars 3. I haven't seen Cars 2, but the stuff I've seen about it was enough for me to be like, yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't have been a fun movie for me, at least. Don't watch 2, watch 1 and 3. Yeah, I mean, that's what I did, and I was fine with that. Playing Pokemon Pro at the moment. Cool, man. Cool. Cars was your first ever movie you watched in theaters. Nice. For me, that was Toy Story 2. Like, that was the first movie I ever went to the theater to see. Yeah, they don't mention any of the old characters in Cars 2, because they want to forget it. They don't want it to have happened. Like, Pixar kind of wants to forget that that movie happened. That's one of the few, like, big kind of blemishes on their like list of movies they made, as far as, like, especially from like critics standpoint. Creates a list of Pixar movies yet to watch. There's so many I haven't seen. Like, I gotta say, like, there's a good number of Pixar movies I have not seen. There's a good number of Marvel. There's just... I'm really spotty on the movies I've seen. Like, I've seen a good number of movies, but, like, they're all over the place, and if you compare it to someone who's, like, way more of a movie buff, it's nothing compared to that. But, like, it's like, I watch more movies than someone who does not like movies. But, Yeah, I'm not like the person who's always rushing out to see like the next big thing in theaters or renting it to watch it somewhere else. It's kind of like if it pops up on Netflix or someone's like, hey, let's go see that, I'll go see it kind of deal, you know? Original Cars was awesome. It was pretty great. I remember going and seeing that one in theaters with a bunch of friends. I feel so bad for Professor West. The last 2 times he's been going live, but then the stream crashes out and dies. That is awful. I know the feeling, though. Like, when my internet was terrible, I had that problem. I actually had the problem yesterday of, like, the power issue. But, no, I totally feel for him. I hope it gets figured out. Moana's pretty good. I haven't seen that. That one's on Netflix. I need to watch it. I've actually kind of heard mixed things about that. I've heard some people go, it was fantastic, and I've heard some people go, it was just kind of okay. This wasn't great. Okay, interesting. So we already got that in the chat here, too. Deadpool 2 came to the theaters today in England. Cool. I need to see that. I definitely need to see Deadpool 2. That one I'm excited for. Pay almost $2,000 a semester. Yeah, I hope that all gets sorted out, Mariah. Am I hunting the Charmander on an emulator or a Game Boy Advance? I'm hunting it on a Game Boy Player, which is that adapter for the GameCube. That's how I'm doing the capture, but it is on an actual cartridge. Which is why it's in Japanese, actually, because if it was on an emulator, I would have just done it with an English ROM. But, because I own a Japanese cartridge with Leafgreen, I was gonna do it on physical hardware. Wanna see it? Me too. Near your house, they're building another 7-Eleven. They're pretty popular. Making a sequel to War Games. Really? Interesting. That is interesting. Random thing to celebrate your graduation. You got the 10th and 12th Pokemon movies on DVD. Darkrai is your favorite, followed by Arceus. Giratina you can somewhat enjoy, but Shaman needed to lose the attitude. You enjoy Finding Nemo the most. Finding Nemo is pretty great. Finding Dory too. It was good. It was good. I felt like that one, I don't know, I don't think I liked it as much as Finding Nemo, but I did not dislike it. By another you mean like the third one on the same street. That is maybe a little bit excessive. Yeah, it's still a good one. Oh yeah, no, like that's, obviously there are schools that are way, way more expensive, but like, that's not a small amount of cash. So yeah, definitely want to get all that stuff sorted out. The ocean graphics, I mean, they're pretty good. We're gonna such a great movie to see. If we're talking about what I'm thinking of, then yes. But I also don't I'm not 100% certain that we're talking about what I think we're talking about. Don't know what else it would be though. What do you think of Doctor Strange? It was great. It was great. I really liked it. Like, I feel like it wouldn't, if it was like for whatever reason the first movie they made, like instead of Iron Man, I don't think it would have kicked off the series as well as Iron Man did. But it was still a good movie. It's still a good movie. It's still Marvel quality for sure. It's just, I definitely think it was kind of good in its place as more of a, I guess, side-ish movie leading into something like Infinity War. What's up, a very displeased Gallion, and welcome back to the stream. How are you doing today? How about a nice game of chess? Yes, and we are thinking of the same movie. It is fantastic. I love that movie. Can't wait to see Solo Infinity Wars. I'm probably going to see Solo soon. I still need to figure out when I'm going to see Infinity Wars, though. I'm so hyped for it. No, I'm definitely excited to see it. What's up, Cinder Clouds? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? The movie was great. It really was. It really was. I remember seeing part of it when I was a little kid, and then like slightly later on. Like I haven't seen it in probably a decade, I gotta say. But when I did see it, it was great. It was great. Like when I actually watched the whole thing all the way through, it was really great. Good news, your sister's feeling better, and it's only her that got the bug, which means you can go to swimming class tomorrow. That is great. That is great. I'm glad to hear she's feeling better, and yeah, that definitely would have been bad if it like spread a good bit. Seen The Last Jedi? I have, yes. My thoughts on that one, where it was a good movie and not a great Star Wars movie. Which I feel like is a general consensus a lot of people can come to. I feel like that's the same kind of thing that happened with the prequels when they came out as well, is they just didn't feel the same. I feel like Episode 7 was a good, true Star Wars movie in my opinion, but yeah, Last Jedi was not so much the case for me personally. Hunt the shiny Ralts. Oh wait, it's not in this game. I know, but we are going back to Emerald as soon as we get Charmander, so we can hunt a Ralts there, and that will be my goal. That's pretty much always gonna be my goal on this badge quest, guys, is finding a shiny Ralts until we actually find that shiny Ralts. We're doing fine now, just took a shower trying to alleviate a headache you've had all day. I think it helps. I'm glad it helps them. I'm glad it helps them. I hope the headache goes away completely soon. You enjoyed it? The plot didn't make sense to you? For me, there were parts where, like, I wondered why they even did it. Like, it was some things that were so ridiculous. And, like, do not really matter at all. Like, all it did was break the suspension of disbelief. It, like, made me go, this is weird, this is ridiculous, why is this happening? And then it didn't matter for the rest of the movie, and you know they're gonna have to change that back later. Like, I don't wanna, the movie's, like, still the newest, so I don't wanna, like, spoil it for someone who hasn't seen it. But, like, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But then there's also, for me, it was a lot of the comedy. Like, it didn't, like, there's definitely, like, some witty comedy you can put in a Star Wars movie, or, like, the interaction you see between, like, Han and Chewie in the originals, or Episode 7, like, stuff like that. That was, like, clever, you know, that's kind of funny. It gives you a good chuckle in, like, a moment, you know. It doesn't really break any of the tension, but it still makes it enjoyable. Where this time around, it feels like a lot of the comedy kind of, like, was build up. Oh, joke, haha. Oh, it wasn't actually that big of a deal, you know? And that just doesn't feel like Star Wars comedy to me. Misread video title just now, but the video was, if England was a Pokemon region, or as if England was a Pokemon religion. The Church of England, but this time it's Pokemon. Rogue One was really good. I did enjoy Rogue One, yes. Went from yay in the first one to it's a trap in the second one. Wilhelm Scream was in all the Star Wars movie, random fact. It has been in the movies. Yo, are we getting raided again? Ham and Cheese raid, what is up? Raiders, welcome to the stream. Third raid of the day. What the heck? What the heck? Ham and Cheese raid, welcome to the stream, Raiders. How are you guys doing today? How is everybody doing? King Corpfish, welcome to the stream. Robert Jaramillo. Dragon Firepie Gaming, Mini Q. Sorry, I know I'm mispronouncing a lot of these names. Welcome to the stream, Triple Raid Hype. What is up, guys? After the third one, Raikou has to show up. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. I appreciate the raid, guys. How's everyone doing today? Ham and Cheese raid. King Corpfish, what is up? Welcome to the stream. A triple raid, indeed, indeed. Almost went to the wrong thing. The hype is throwing me off. Christine Flaherty, sorry, I know I probably mispronounced that. Welcome to the stream. Your main theme for Time Rift, cool, cool. Hope that's going well. Ethan Hewitt, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. It's the day of raids indeed. So much hype, and I really, really do appreciate all of this, guys. It means so much having you all here. Meeting new people's always fun. I hope you guys enjoy the stream and decide to stick around. If you like it, leave a like. If you want to watch more, feel free to subscribe. It is very much appreciated. We got a raid right as you were typing to talk about what's probably the reason you had a headache. I think it's because of lack of sleep. I get that, That, like, dehydration is, like, as long as you have enough water and definitely, like, get a good bit of rest, that can go a long way with things like headaches and stuff. The Raikou music is powerful, not gonna lie. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Some days we will mix it up and go with, like, go with the Charmander music and stuff. You have to go to school. Alright, see you later, Ethan Hewitt. Thank you for subbing, and I hope to see you again soon. 80 on, what is up, man? Welcome to the stream. You ate ham and cheese. I haven't had a ham and cheese sandwich in a while. Now Marvel movies. I feel like we were talking about those when the raid came, or we were talking about Star Wars when the raid came in. But I feel like we were like a massive tangent around from like Marvel movies to Star Wars and back. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Trapstead. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Hope to see you again soon. Civil War was awesome. Civil War was pretty good. Probably would have been better if I'd seen a lot of the movies that were leading up to it. But like, I kind of hadn't seen anything that came out between Avengers and Civil War, and then saw Civil War. So like, I haven't seen Age of Ultron or anything like that. Like I said, I had this like really kind of like messed up and like completely hole-filled and scattered like experience with a lot of movie franchises, and Marvel is like the biggest offender there for me. Couldn't sleep until like 12:30 and had to get up for school at 7. I had to actually sleep on the couch because some of you just can't sleep in your own room for whatever reason. I actually kind of feel that, especially as of recently, where it's like, just lying in bed, I can't sleep. And it's not like, you know, there's always... Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. My nose being so itchy. Only halfway through. We got a ways to go. But, like, I totally have had that before, where it's like, I don't even use my room, like, in the whole, you know, there's the warning of, like, you know, don't sleep in the same room as, like, you do a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, your room should be just for, like, sleeping and whatnot. And, like, yeah, that's all my bedroom is for now. Like, I wake up, I take my shower, I change clothes, and I'm out of my room for, like, the whole day. Like, I only really go back to it to sleep. And, yeah, there have been nights where I'll be up for a ridiculous amount of time, like, not looking at my phone or doing anything, but legitimately just trying to fall asleep, and I can't. So I get that. One night, yeah, I actually did come into, like, the couch in here and slept and was fine. But I just couldn't sleep in my room for whatever reason that night. What's up, excuse me, mister? How's it going, Josh? How are you doing, man? I watched first Avengers 1 and 2, and Winter Soldier. Those were the lead up to Civil War. Yeah, like, the thing is, I had seen all the Iron Man movies in the first Avengers, and I'd seen the original Captain America. But then, yeah, I didn't see Winter Soldier, and I just kind of went into Civil War. Easy to fall asleep on the couch. The main issue is with sleeping on the couch is usually just get up at like 5:30 because your mom wakes up at 5 a.m. each morning, so she'll accidentally wake you up. Yeah, especially if it's in a common area. I get that. But yeah, I don't know why, but I've had that recently too, where it's just like, I can't sleep. For whatever reason, as soon as I get out of bed, I'm suddenly tired again. But when I'm laying down, nothing. This does not work. Welcome back, Screaming Rowlet. Have you ever considered doing a carp lock? I have never even heard of a carp lock. I have a feeling I know what it is, but I have not heard of it until now, so I really didn't have a way to consider it. Fell asleep on your living room couch last night. I understand that. You have an exam tomorrow, but you're seeing Solo next Saturday after all your exams are finished, so that's something to look forward to. There you go. Yeah, just gotta get that one thing to kind of look forward to. Watching Indigo League on Netflix, going through memories. I tried watching it on there. I don't know why I couldn't get into it. I need to try again, though, because I do want to watch all the Pokemon. That's what happened this morning. Getting she did let you sleep in your bed until you get late to school, but interrupted sleep isn't great either, so you just had a headache all day. I get that. Yeah, no, for me it's like, once my body is like properly awake, I'm not falling back asleep. I can fall back asleep like if I wake up and roll back over. I can fall back asleep, but like if I have to get up and do something, I'm up for the day. Next time I sleep is another round of sleeping. And I can't nap. I think I've talked about this before, but it is very rare that I can actually take a nap that I feel better afterwards than I did before I took it. like, best case scenario when I wake up from a nap in the middle of the day is I feel the same as I did before I started napping. Generally, though, it's like I wake up and there's at least half an hour where I'm just out of it, not able to, like, do anything. Wake up at 3:30, ugh, I almost go to bed at 3:30 some days. I am not a morning person. I am the exact opposite of a morning person, and if I don't have anything to, like, lock my schedule down, I will sleep from, like, 4 in the morning to noon, and that is when I, like, sleep. And, like, even when I do have a schedule, if I don't do that kind of sleeping, like if I wake up at like 9 or 8 or 6 or whenever, I'm tired the whole day. The whole day. No matter if I get 8 hours of sleep or not. I'm just exhausted. Nap sometimes on Sunday afternoons. I mean, if I have nothing else going on, then it doesn't matter, and I can wake up and be groggy for a bit and maybe feel a bit better. But like, it's very rare for me to like take a nap, wake up and go, I feel so relieved. Wake up at 6 a.m. during the school year, or maybe 10, maybe noon. It just depends. Some days, yeah, I'll wake up at like 9 and I'm awake and I'm fine. But there are other days that, yeah, I just continuously roll back over and then suddenly it's like midday. Planning on taking a nap, but the shower didn't help. I get that. Will I ever do a Soul Silver Heart Gold starter hunt? I need to get my hands on a cartridge of it first. Totally for it. Would love to do a hunt like that. But yeah, I need to get a cartridge for it first. Hopefully I can find one soon. Hopefully in the next like 4 weeks or so I can find one. You gotta leave in tomorrow. Study leave all morning. A little bit of extra time there. Yeah. Took a nap like an hour ago, right when you got home from school. Nice. Nice. See, for me, like, I've taken naps before the streams before. And those are those streams that I'm super out of it. Like, it's just, I guess, anecdotal evidence towards me, like, not being good with naps. It's like, there's a good number of streams where I'm just exhausted for the first little bit of it, and a lot of times that's from, like, oh, I took a nap and woke up half an hour before the stream. Oh man, my nose is all kinds of itchy, guys. Felt so good. See, like, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me. This does not work for me. When I'm asleep, I'm asleep. And, like, cannot just go into the next day, or, like, wake up. Because, like, once I fall asleep, I wake up and it's the next day. No matter what, in my mind, it is the next day at that point. If I sleep, like, twice in a day, I've had 3 days. Or I've had, like, multiple days happen. Only time you've napped, the exception being little, was when you broke your arm a couple summers back. I'll take naps occasionally if I'm sick. If I'm sick and it's honestly more just to kind of let my body rest, I can take those, but mentally I am drained after sleeping. Or like after napping. Exhausted, need to clear your head. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I totally get it. It works for people. Once I woke up at 5 p.m. Like from a nap, I mean, that's normal. But if it's like just from sleeping, that's a bit much. Oh, I'm trying to think of the day that... Okay, yeah, no, I was like... There was one day, like, a week or so ago where I got like 4 hours of sleep, then had to do stuff all day, and passed out for a solid 12 hours. It was rough, but like, I can sleep, like, I'll make up for all of my exhaustion when I sleep, but I have to make it through the day. What's up? What's up, Burb? Well, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Naps when you're sick are definitely something I remember that time over spring break. You took some Benadryl because you had a bad cough, and that stuff knocked you out for like an hour and a half. Yeah, like, when I'm sick, it's a different story. But, like, I can't just be like, oh, I'm a little tired, let me take a nap and feel better. I'll wake up and just have drained all of my energy. My body's back to the state of waking up for the day. Oh, falling asleep for the night. That is a little bit long to sleep, but that's all good. I totally understand that. I've had days where I can totally do that. I haven't been shining anything Poipole for ages. You'll do some soft resets now. Alright, Adion. Good luck, man. Hope there's some successful ones. Burb is the word. You got a busy day on June 16th. Bottom braces repair in the morning and school inspector in the afternoon. Interesting. I remember braces. I had to have them for like most of middle school. And then when I got my retainer, my teeth just kind of said no and cracked it 3 times, and we decided that that was enough. Woke up on your couch that time and people were sitting by you like you finally woke up and you thought it was morning. I think you were actually streaming when you woke up from that nap because you think you mentioned that it was you were late to the stream because you were taking a Benadryl nap. Maybe. Maybe. Please, Shiny Charm, do your magic. Hopefully it does it soon. You've been going nearly 400 encounters with it. So, I don't know. Honestly, I'm okay with it taking a little while. Kinda hope that both your Shiny Eevee don't hatch during your road trips. Got one after your cavity filling this summer. Cool. Cool. I've had that before, where like Pokemon that I'm trying to catch in an evolution line, for whatever reason, they happen in the same scenario both times. Even if like they just feel like they're waiting for that moment. I remember one time I legitimately, like I was done with classes and stuff, and I was gonna like head back to my apartment and stuff. But I stayed on campus to talk with friends, just shiny hunts. I was like, you know what, I'm over odds on this one, I'll get it now. And I didn't get it, and I had to walk home because my battery in it was dying and I didn't have the charger. So I went back to the apartment, and as soon as I plugged it in and opened it up and continued the hunt, it shined. Like, literally the encounter that I had closed the system on. It just seemed like it was waiting for that moment. Classes like school and stiff. Hope both Shinies appear soon, though. I hope so, too. I hope so, too. Friend is just going to see G-Eazy live. That's cool. That's cool. My nose is being so itchy today, guys. Like, I feel like it's worse here than it is in the apartment. Like, I feel like it's just going to take a bit for this room to, like, not be covered in dust before, like, it stops being itchy all the time. But it's, like, everything about it today. Like, it seems like today is an allergy day. Sadly. Say it was really hectic. How so? How so? You actually your other shiny Eevee in Soul Silver. The day after you got your wisdom teeth out, best lazy day ever that day. Just like laying around, knock out some shinies. That's pretty great. Feel ya, the darn pollen. I know, and I gotta go back out tonight. I gotta get the oil changed to my car, so I'm gonna have to go back out this evening and like lay around on the ground in the pollen. That's gonna be a fun time. That's gonna call for a shower immediately after I'm done. Video's getting pretty noticeable. Gonna keep it or shave it. Vote keep it. Probably just gonna be lazy about it until I start work. That's really what it's gonna be. As soon as I start work, I'm gonna shave it. But until then, save on razors, kind of. I guess. I don't know. I have a lot on your mind. Your friends moved away, seeing school's ending, final exams. Yeah, I got that. I get that. Last week or two of school, generally the hectic ones. That was the case for me. Oh man. But yep. No, this pollen and the dust are just killing me. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Trapstead. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. I hope to see you again soon. Ugh. Sorry about like all the like rubbing my nose and stuff, guys. It's probably not helping it that I'm like constantly just sitting here like rubbing at it with my hand and stuff. Even with this manly beard, the like half beard that I can grow. This is pretty much like all that will grow. It's never been this hectic. I mean, hopefully it calms down soon, man. Ian is the manly man. I appreciate that. 8855, maybe. Maybe. Here we go. Nope. Unfortunately. Ugh. Was that 2017? I'm pretty sure that was a 2018 thing. Like, as a whole, I'm pretty sure that was 2018. Like I said, Anne. Ah, that's your name. Okay. I can see the confusion there. I hit B too. Dang it. Oh, it was 2017. Okay. I was mistaken then. Haven't gone through a summer with these streams yet. Hey, neither have I fully. You gotta go. Alright, see you later. See you later, Ann. Thanks for tuning into the stream. I hope to see you again soon. A lot of stuff happened this year. It's been a very eventful year, yeah, definitely. I can agree to that one. Call yourself a junior now. There you go. There you go, man. Over halfway done. Two more years in college, here you go. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go. Some of the most exciting years right there, man. Like, honestly, my senior year of high school was probably like my favorite year of like all of K through 12 and all that stuff. Probably be more free during your college years. It really depends. It depends on how much stuff you get into and all that. Like, obviously you could do a bunch of extracurriculars and clubs and all that, and that could really fill it up. But there's definitely a bit to it of your schedule's a bit more loose as far as classes go. These you can kind of choose when they happen, as well as, like, you have, you know, like, 18 hours of classes or something like that, you know, 12 to 18 hours, 12 to 20, depending on the school you're at and stuff. And, like, at that point, you kind of think about it, and, like, at least for me, I had, like, if you did the math and, like, kind of applied the same logic to the classes, I had, like, 35-hour schedules in high school. Obviously, the courses are a lot more dense in college, so there's the same amount of information and difficulties there, but, like, it gives you so much extra time with your days and stuff. You're 10, you have no idea what you're going to do, sixth form or college or whatever. I mean, hopefully you've still got a bit of time to figure that stuff out. Excuse me while you cuddle your Litwick plush. You are excused. Yeah, you can kind of choose all that stuff. And, like, you can kind of fit your schedule to, like, what you want to do. Like, if you're not a morning person, you're going to have all your classes in the afternoon. Or if you want to get all your stuff done in the afternoon, then just have all your classes in the morning. Other than a few classes you disliked, your last semester was pretty small in terms of homework for high school. For me, my junior year of high school was probably my most packed schedule, because out of my 7 classes, 6 of them were, or like 5 of them were AP and another one was like an advanced kind of class. So like that was the year that I had so much crud going on. And like I was also doing like robotics and all this other stuff, so there's a whole bunch of stuff I was doing at the time that like filled up my schedule. But yeah, my senior year wasn't nearly as bad. Already talking about prom and stuff. If your animal policy class is online, that's cool. That's really cool. I have never had an online class. A few of my friends did in high school, like they legitimately just went to a computer lab and took their class at points. And I've had some people take like take some online classes in general that I know. But I've never ended up taking one. I've always been in like a traditional classroom, that stuff. College and university. I mean, they're technically slightly different things. At least as far as US semantics go and whatnot, it's like, you're generally, depending on what you're going to either like a community college or a small like state college or something, or you're going to like a university that has a bunch of small colleges inside it. That's at least the US kind of term for it. And just in general, when you say you're going to it, you just say you're going to college. Because ultimately, you're generally at a college of some kind, even if it's in a university. College is like for a couple years after school, and it's like a really laid-back school. Interesting. It's always kind of cool hearing about like how it works outside of the U.S. Because especially with the U.S., because so much like, you know, I've never left the U.S. or anything. I've never had to. It's such a big bubble that it's really easy to stay inside the bubble and do whatever you want. So yeah, it's always interesting kind of hearing how the different systems work and stuff. It's actually quite flexible. Yeah, I mean, I'd assume so with it being online and all that. I assume like you can take it kind of at whatever times you want as long as you like get the work done by the deadlines and stuff. I would kind of assume. I've actually had a couple of college classes that are like that too, where they're just kind of like, we'll do less lectures in class, but if you already know it, then why are you here? Just show up for tests, do the homeworks, stuff like that. Your college didn't have weekend classes, and both semesters you only had 3 classes on Fridays. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I almost managed to not have Fridays my first, like, when I was a freshman. I almost managed to not have a single class on Friday. But my advisors were like, no, you should take this to make sure you're on track, and basically, like, scared me into taking a class earlier than I needed to. It was like, oh, I'm not going to graduate on time otherwise. It was not true. I would have been fine, but it made me rearrange my whole schedule at the last minute, and Ended up with classes on Fridays, but that wasn't too bad. Would have been so cool having like 3-day weekends every week though. And this year my schedule is going to be pretty lax as far as things go. I'm technically like, because of the AP credits I brought in, I ended up with like a semester of credit at the start. Like basically I started college and like by the end of my first semester I was already technically like a sophomore. And I've kind of used that to space classes out a bit and give me more time during the semester so I have like a difficult class. But I played it safe and still ended up taking enough that I have like 1 semester worth of classes left if I wanted to pack them all in. But I would like die from the course load, like, because it's like 16 hours, sure. But it's like 16 hours of classes that are designed to be taken separately because there's so much work. So I ended up with like really, really easy semesters next year, hopefully. What's up, Ryder LeBlanc? Welcome to the stream. Do I remember you? Welcome back, man. How are you doing? The name is not ringing a bell, I gotta say, unfortunately. But welcome back. Hope you have been good, man. College sounds enticing. It's interesting. It's a fun time. Don't know what you're doing to graduate your certificate. You should be able to find something. If it's a new kind of field, then there should be like a lot of interest in students who have degrees in it and stuff, or have taken classes in it. The 20 software says that's you for the night. All right. Hey, that's 20 more than you had before tonight. Class is actually kind of small. I mean, yeah, but if it's a new class, I can see that. I don't know why. There's like a bug in here that's like, ooh, the monitors are bright, and just flying into it. So I just see like this little like gnat hitting the screen. Even just 1 soft reset a day goes a long way. Hey, you could find some shinies pretty well with that. You could find something eventually there. It's better than none. Like, you know, it's not doing any at all. Junior going to Alabama? That'd be pretty cool. No, I don't have too many plans. I think we're gonna go see my my grandmother at some points. Got some stuff I'm planning to do with friends over the next couple weeks, and then for the most part I'm just working. I'll just be working for the summer. Exciting. Thing is, if you just do 20 a day, then that's only 140 a week, and you won't get a shiny for ages. Hey, but I mean, you could have done none per day. That is also an option, which would have meant 0 per week, and that'd be like infinite amount of time until there's a shiny. So really, even if like you can't get that many in, if you can get any in, that's better than none. Basically, all the plans you have for the summer. That's pretty lax summer right there. That's always good. You're debating on either veterinary science or stable management. Oh, that's pretty interesting. That's interesting. I've never been good in like a medical setting, just as a person. Like I'm not like one of the people that faints around blood, but I don't like looking at things that are like surgical and stuff. I don't know. That creeps me out a little bit. So I feel like that would not be the place for me. But it's really cool seeing people who are interested in that kind of stuff, because it's something that I would not do myself. Like, I just would not be able to do it myself, so that's awesome. I gotta respect the people who are willing to do that kind of stuff. Very lackluster topic. Oh, the summer plans? Relaxing. Can't build much of a conversation off of just relaxing. Man, hopefully one of these shines soon. Either way, you want to have the certificate of animal policy to be safe. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense right there. Birthday's coming up soon? Yeah, man. Yeah. Next month for you. For a featured hunt after both Eevee hatch shiny, gonna play up to the point where you can soft reset the Gen 2 mascots shiny. Definitely gonna do those on camera for an epic video when the time comes. Definitely, yeah. Go for it. I can't wait to actually play, to get Virtual Console crystals so I can do those hunts myself. That'll be really cool. The loadout has changed so much. It's changed a lot, yeah. You know, completely redid it in April. Or like right at the beginning of April. Got the whole dual hunt thing set up, which I think is really cool. Definitely a step up from my initial 3DS layout. Like my first Game Boy one was made for me, and that one was at least mildly aesthetically pleasing. Like it was good. It was definitely good, and I have a feeling that attributed to my stream being a bit more quality than some, or like standing out a little bit at that time. But my 3DS layout, not so much. That one was thrown together. Fortunately, Wes was, like the evolution is like I had the Game Boy one, and then I started doing 3DS, and I made my crummy little 3DS one. Then Wes made me a really good 3DS one, and then like I spent a pretty insane amount of time, I want to say, on making this layout. I started like thinking about it in December, before I even had the one from Wes, and then from there, like I got the one from Wes, which is kind of in this theme, but he made it for me, which was super nice of him and all that. And then I spent from like February until like a few days before the end of March just working on this, like whenever I got a little bit of a chance, trying to get every little detail just right and stuff. Oh, Wilson Pigsford. Okay, then I do remember you. I do remember you, man. You have a Gen 1 and Gen 2 on Virtual Console. Ask your mom for your birthday for Gen 2 Virtual Console. Got Gen 1 with your own money as an Easter present since you had access to a GameStop. That's cool. That's really cool. Haven't watched you in so long. Yeah, man. I'm glad you're back, dude. I'm glad you're back. Now Ian remembers. Yeah, yeah, it's been a while. I can kind of remember names a little bit. I've actually impressed myself with that. Normally, I'm, like, terrible with names, especially, like, characters in games or shows or something. That is where I am the absolute worst. Like, anything I'm reading, I tend to be bad with. But I've been pretty good about this. I have a feeling, that a lot of it comes from, like, interacting with all you guys and stuff. How many soft resets was the Lugia? It was 723. I think that's down in the... Yeah, that one's down in the description. But yeah, it was 723, which is crazy. Like, I managed to get really lucky with Entei and Lugia. Raikou, hopefully I can kind of get Raikou soon, because I did a bunch of soft resets without the charm, and then I finally got the charm about 400 encounters ago. Like 397 or something. So hopefully the charm kind of takes its effect soon and gives us that shiny. Not that many. Yeah, no, that was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. At some point your grandmother wants to take you to Florida. That'd be pretty fun. Always had Vanilla name. Yeah, you've been pretty consistent about that one. IGN gave Solo a 7. I don't know. Honestly, I have been kind of worried about Solo. I don't know. It's gonna be, like... I have a feeling for the most part the movie's gonna be good, but it's really hard for Solo to not be Harrison Ford. That's my one thing about it, is it's just not the same to me as far as that goes. It'll be interesting to see. I feel like that's probably the major complaint, is it's not Harrison Ford. I feel like that's going to be the major complaint on any of them. Or from anyone. If there is one to be had. Still hesitant to watch Solo. I mean, I'm probably going to go see it. It'll be interesting. I will admit, I'm very excited for Donald Glover in, as Lando. Why do people dislike it? I don't know. As far as live streams go, I don't really mind the dislikes. Like, they still count as interaction, which is what YouTube looks for as far as streams go. So, it's still interaction, it still bumps up the stream in terms of, like, YouTube promoting it a little bit. And if someone legitimately doesn't like it, then it's feedback, which is all good. This is Han's backstory. Yeah, it is Han's backstory. Like, I get that. But the thing is, it focuses on Han so much, but it doesn't have, like... It'll be interesting. It just depends on how Han's actor, like, does. But that's going to be it for me, is how the personality kind of sits. Remember when you hunted Treecko for so long? Treecko took a long time. Treecko took 9,300 encounters. Charmander's getting up there, and Charmander we actually started during the Treecko hunt still. I just haven't had many opportunities to hunt it until I started the dual hunt. Sorry about the yawn, guys. You don't want Harrison Ford in a wig? Nah, he's done. He's done. He was probably honestly kind of upset that they brought the movies back in any way, and was very glad to be written out of them. He's done. He didn't want to be in such a big franchise. That's just not who he is. Since we're on the topic of movies, last Saturday, Mom says you watched Moana on Netflix and you personally enjoyed it. I need to see it. It's on Netflix, so I've been tempted to watch it. I just need to actually sit down and turn it on. So I like finally got around to watching Doctor Strange, which I thought was pretty good. Lando and his cloaks. I'm like I said, I'm honestly really excited for Donald Glover as Lando. I think that one's gonna play very well. What's up, Naduo? Welcome to the stream. How many soft resets do you think Hitmonlee needs in Pokemon Fire Red? Odds are 1 in 8192. So I don't know. Generally, I would start saying it's likely around like 6,000 or so. What's up, Gerald Riftner? Welcome to the stream. Are Johto legendaries dogs or cats? I've always wondered. They are beasts. So I would say Entei's a dog, Raikou's a cat, and Suicune might be a dog, might be a fox, who knows? But they're like not legendary dogs, legendary cats. They're legendary beasts, so they can be any of the three, I feel. You're on 102 now. Well, hopefully it shines soon. Hopefully I'm very wrong and it shows up way sooner than I expected. What's up, XV Blitz? Welcome to the stream. Dual hunting, that's hard, man. I mean, it was difficult at the beginning. I've kind of gotten the hang of it, which might actually be a bad thing. Who knows? Maybe having like a system is the way that you kind of get thrown out of it, and like you just kind of go on autopilot more easily. Who knows? We'll see. I've gotten some shinies on the 3DS side. I have yet to find a shiny Charmander with this, so we'll see. We'll see. What you want for Avengers 4 is Bucky. He was good in he was very good in Civil War. I still haven't seen Infinity War, so I still have no clue what actually has recently happened that people are freaking out about. Raikou resembles a tiger, Entei resembles a lion, and Suicune resembles a cheetah leopard. Interesting. I can kind of see that. I can see that one. I don't know. I always saw Entei as a dog personally, but that was like little kid Ian, so I've kind of held that belief since longer than I probably should have. You still refer to them as beasts. I got that. I get that. Because that's what they're technically called. It's legendary beasts. What's up, Luigi Lewis? Welcome to the stream. You can get an Aerodactyl shiny too in Fire Red? I think so. If you can find an Aerodactyl, nothing in Fire Red's shiny locked. So any Pokemon that you can catch as a shiny. Who likes Dragon Ball? I have not really watched it. I don't know. I need to give it a shot at some point, but it's so long that I feel like it would take me a while to get into. Ho was a burb. Indeed! That is correct, burb. Very keen eye right there. Bring tissue when you see Infinity Wars, just trust you. I need to see it at some point. I really do need to go see it soon. The problem is now, like, all of my friends have seen it. Most of my family that we're gonna see it has seen it. Like, it was just, I was like at school, so I really didn't have a chance to go and watch it yet. Seeking, Raikou, and Entei are not dogs. I mean, that seems to be, obviously Raikou and Suicune I would say is not. I don't know, Entei I always did see as a dog, but I guess kind of looking at it, I could definitely see it as not as well. Aerodactyl's a fossil? Yeah, because when it hatches from a fossil, like when it's turned into a Pokemon, that's when you encounter it, and it can be shiny there. For example, I know Professor West has been doing a bunch of fossil hunts in X and Y, but the same logic applies. It can still be a shiny. Raikou at 57.75. We'll see. We'll see. What's up, Ash? How's it going? Whose bright idea, Game Freak, was it to lock shinies? Someone had better gotten thrown out of the window for that stupid idea. I feel like the reason that they say it is, or the reason that they'd want you to kind of think is more, it makes you focus on the story over soft resetting for a shiny. It's kind of like, it's a role-playing game. I feel like we should be able to play the games how we want, but I feel like more of the reason is to promote things like events, and as well to promote getting the next games where they're available, not shiny locked. It's stuff like that, I feel, more than like, there really is no good reason for them to be shiny locked. We need luck for the shinies. We really do. Both of them are over odds at this point. Raikou, though, again, like, weird issue with me not getting the shiny charm until 5,000 encounters in, so it's still technically okay. Stuff like that. You can obviously see that Raikou is not a dog. It's more feline, but not canine, but they're beasts. Yeah, no, like, Raikou obviously is a cat. Like, is a saber-toothed tiger, is what I've always viewed it as. Like, that's one that I can definitely get behind. Entei's the one I always see as a dog. Really want to see Deadpool 2. I need to see that one as well. I need to see that one as well. Deadpool was fantastic, and I can't wait to see the second one. And Raikou and Entei are more cat-like, while Suicune is more dog-like. Okay. Charmander, 58,231 soft resets. No! Please no. That would not be fun. That would be insane. I'll watch your episode of You Shine before the stream ends all the way through. That would be awesome. Hopefully it shines. Hopefully it shines soon. We've got like 13 minutes left. What counter do I use? I use a like auto hotkey script I found, I think, on the OBS forums. It was initially like posted as someone made a death counter for Dark Souls, and I basically just took that code. Like they're posted like, here, you can use this, and so it maps my F9, F10, F11, and F12. I had to modify it to use F9 and F10 as well, but like it basically would map like two keys to a text file. And when you hit one key, it makes the number in that text file get bigger by 1. When you hit the other key, it makes it get smaller by 1. That's what I did for it. So it's not like some weird program or anything, and it keeps me from having to like use my mouse to like, use my mouse and keyboard to like actually manually type in the number. It keeps track of it for me. 57.75 for the win. We'll see. We will see about that one. Entei reminds me of a bobcat or a mountain lion with a big coat of fur. Interesting, interesting. Still poor Charmander, you were there. You would have dragged me to the rock and showed him that actually succeed. Poor Charmander. Poor Charmander. Two more, X-Rider. Hashtag shiny luck. We need it, we got like 10 minutes left. So if there was a time to need it, it would be now. And we're almost to 8888 as well. Nah, man, 57.75 wasn't it, so we gotta keep going there. We gotta keep going. Leave it to DC, or leave it to Deadpool to drag DC into a Marvel movie. He would be the one to be able to do it. He'd pull it off. Hashtag shiny luck. Maybe we can get it today, guys. Shinies always appear when you least expect them. Oh, definitely. For me, it's either been, yeah, when I completely do not expect it, I've essentially forgotten I'm shiny hunting and I'm on autopilot. Or it's like, right around the time that I'm like, it's gonna happen right now. Like, there's never an in-between. There's rarely points where I'm like, maybe we'll get the shiny this time, and it shows up. Like, it's always like, I've essentially forgotten that I'm shiny hunting. But I actually get it. Also desperately wants to desperately fly the X-Men's little Ackling. He's like a complete fourth wall breaker, and that's like so fantastic, and it's why it's a great movie, and it's perfect for Ryan Reynolds. It's just everything about it screams being good for Ryan Reynolds. We're not thinking about it a lot of times. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Have I read Deadpool Illustrated? I have not. I haven't really seen anything outside of the movie as far as Deadpool. Queen had the video game at one point, and I remember seeing him play it, but I never played it myself. Am I playing Leafgreen on Game Boy Advance or playing Fire Red on Game Boy Advance SP? I have a Game Boy Advance SP, but I'm playing this on a GameCube with the Game Boy Player attachment. That way I can get the video out of it. But yeah, this is my Game Boy, like my little one. I got it when I was in like first grade or something. Favorite Goku form is Master Ultra Instinct. See, I kind of want to give Dragon Ball a chance, but I have a feeling it would be a while before I actually could give it a proper chance. In the video game, they reference Ryan Reynolds as a perfect role for Deadpool, and Nolan North, the voice of Deadpool in the game. It's like, frick that guy. And I'm so glad that they made Ryan Reynolds do it. They want to buy a Game Boy Player, but no CDs for the pack. I was very fortunate. This actually isn't my GameCube. It's my friend's, and he happened to have the Game Boy Player and the disc and all that, which was perfect. And I've been borrowing it for like a year now. For all the streams and stuff. Almost didn't choose it. Shiny Raikou appears on the final soft reset of the stream along with Bulbasaur or Charmander. Would be awesome. And a triple rated stream with a double shiny encounter would be fantastic. Pokemon Stadium as a Game Boy player? But like, you don't like emulators at all, you want to play the real game. I get that too. Like, especially when it comes to shiny hunting. If I'm just playing through the game on my phone or whatever, that's one thing. But, like, to have an emulator, like, that's how I played Fire Red in, like, high school, was I had it on my phone. And, like, I had the game and all that, I just couldn't find it at home, and I couldn't find my Game Boy, so I was like, you know what? This will already be in my pocket, and I can pull it out and play it whenever I have a chance. That was fun. That was fine, but, yeah, especially when I want to shiny hunt, it becomes a different story. Like, when I want to actually add something to a collection, I want it all to be on official stuff. Especially with how rare shinies are. Raikou on 6666, that's a ways off. I hope not. I hope not, to be honest. To be completely real here. Would prefer to get it before that. Got Fire Red on your PC with VBA, but yeah, no, I totally get that though. Just wanting to actually play it on physical hardware. In the game, he breaks the fourth wall and talks to the player directly a lot. I've seen all that stuff, yeah. Shiny #1 for using stream closes would be epic. Hopefully you find it. That'll also happen when a fan attack's got a shiny for the final soft reset of the stream. I know when Stan streamed, I guess 2 days ago now, he, like on Sunday night, like 2 encounters before he was gonna end, he's like, oh, we'll go to 104. 103 Latias showed up. Which was, I just need the table again. I apologize, but like, it was crazy. It was awesome. I missed it by legitimately like a minute, but like I left like not even a minute before it happened. It was kind of crazy. Why is Leafgreen in Japanese? Because I have a Japanese cartridge of it. If I knew where my English Fire Red was, it's probably somewhere in like the mess of a closet that's over there with all of my old toys and stuff. If I knew where my English Fire Red was, we would use that. But because I don't know where that is, I happen to own a Japanese Leafgreen, so we're just using that, again, for the same reasons that, you know, you like using physical hardware over emulators. I'm the same way, so I prefer to do this than use an emulator just to have it in English. Yeah, you were there in that Stan stream. That was crazy. No, I would totally agree with that statement. I would definitely agree with that. Yo, Dr. Glowstone, welcome. A little late to the party, but hey, what's up? How are you doing today? In Pokemon Emerald, who should your starter be? My favorite is Treecko. Because the thing is, like, I would say Treecko or Mudkip, but at the same time, if you choose Mudkip, you're gonna be like 4 times disadvantaged to. You're gonna be like double disadvantage to your rival's Pokemon. I've been doing the Ditto glitch a lot lately. You might go Mudkip. There you go. There you go. Go for it. Alright, guys. Alright. I think we're going to do one more Charmander. And then a Bulbasaur to wrap it up as per usual. Raid? If we can find someone to raid, then sure. Sure. Who's streaming right now? I feel like we definitely need to raid. When we got raided, what, 3 times today, I feel like we owe it to people to raid. Even getting so many freaking missing now. All the glitched Pokemon. Stream Egg's live? We can raid Stream Egg. Those 3 raids earlier were quite the moments indeed. The last Charmander of the stream, guys, was not shiny. So we're going to do a Bulbasaur to wrap it up as per usual. And yeah, I'll go ahead and grab that link then. I'll go ahead and go grab that. Ah, no, I didn't mean... I hit... There we go. What do you think about Pokemon on Switch? I'm excited for it. I'm definitely very excited for it. I'm not expecting it to happen. I almost chose Charmander again. But I'm excited for it to happen. I don't expect for it to happen soon, though. I'm expecting next year at the earliest. I just can't see it coming out in 2018. Alright, guys. One more Raikou encounter. And then we'll do one in sync with the Bulbasaur. So here we go, guys. Here we go. Last 2 encounters of the night. Here we go. So I just want to thank everyone again for tuning into the stream. everyone that liked, everyone that subscribed, and as always, thank you to everyone who stayed in the chat, as well as a big thank you to Taiwan, to Markinark, and to King Courtfish for all those raids, all those hype raids we got today. And here we go, guys, with the final encounters. Let's encounter that Raikou and encounter that Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is not shiny, and Raikou is not shiny either, guys. So again, thank you for everyone that tuned into the stream. I'll be back on hunting again tomorrow, and until next time, guys, take care.